Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Good morning everyone, good evening, good afternoon, and happy week to all of you lovely folks out there. We're going to be going to a little bit of a deep dive into all the potential and confirmed PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X restocks all ongoing throughout this week. We have quite a few different things that we're watching for. We have a lot of places that have been ongoing. We have a lot of locations in stock as well, floating around, and we've just kind of been seeing a lot of good stuff overall in general. We've just been seeing a lot of good stuff. So at the end of the day, we're probably going to be seeing a lot more stuff, although you have to kind of have like some of the nice little easy and casual ways and know how to go get them. And we've also been seeing a lot of places that are overdue. We have a lot of confirmed stuff. It's just all over the place. We got a lot of stuff to go and talk about throughout this week. Some continuous stuff from the weekend and everything else too. So should be a pretty good week. But if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. The Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream if you just want to hang out and chill. We have the Weeble and Coinbase's target links and all that good stuff too as well. And just quite a few different things to go and talk about all throughout, well, into everything in general. So we have a lot to go talk about, so let's go talk about it. So very first and foremost, we do actually have, we talked about this earlier on in general, is we actually do have a confirmed PlayStation Direct going on even as of today. So if any of you guys want to go and check your emails, we talked about some of the stuff in the day-to-day video. But we do actually have a confirmed PlayStation Direct going on today at 11 o'clock Pacific, 12 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock EST. We as well, if you just want to go check your emails for, please do. This actually might be the email we saw the preemptive email for beforehand, so it should be a pretty good vibe for almost all of us out here trying to get our consoles. So if you guys did get the email for that one throughout this week, leave a comment down below. Now, we actually have been seeing a very larger influx of PS Directs as well from Sony themselves. Last week, we had 2 public open drops ongoing, so what we're going to be watching for this week. Besides the drop that's confirmed today, we have on occasion seen drops where it's a private invite and then a public one same day. We have been usually seeing the public drops around like the 4 to 7 p.m. range, depending on your time zone. So let's go say let's say 6 EST for like a rough range. You guys know, sometimes a little bit earlier, sometimes a little bit later. When it comes with all them for the PS Directs, we usually do have at least a 20-minute countdown or so. I have been trying my best to tweet those out and do community posts / talk about them. They have been doing really long drops, like the last one was like 2 hours and the previous one was like 2 hours as well. So everything we've had a chance to see so far has been going golden. We have been loving seeing these stocks, we've been loving seeing the hookups, and they were totally worth, if you guys see the links, trying to go check out for. Or if you guys even have a special invite today, hopefully a lot of you guys will have a chance to go and yoink and get the stock. So we'll probably be anticipating out maybe at least 1 or 2 open drops, especially if they're starting off this week pretty strong with a normal invite in general. And as well, like we said, we had a pretty big ones last 2 weeks when it comes for stock for them overall. So I do think this week will probably be pretty good for PS Directs, hopefully, unless they kind of used up all their stock as of the last week. But we do have that confirmed that is ongoing today, so keep on checking that stuff on out. We've had many emails kind of floating around too as well. So kind of some other bigger things to talk about all throughout this week is going to be on the Best Buy side. We still have been seeing quite a few different locations when it comes to Best Buy and local Best Buy stores that do have stock and have been getting stock for the walk-ins. Now, Best Buy is a little bit more on the tail end for this stuff, but Best Buy, as you guys can even maybe see over here, we're up on the GPU drops, just watching everything. You even see over here, there's a random spot we found, just kind of scrolling through. Here's a PlayStation 5 bundle. I have 5201 Belt Highway St. Joseph MO. So, throughout this past around 2 weeks or so, we've been seeing loads, and I mean loads amount of stock of people getting consoles, getting the hookup, and using the app glitch of getting their stock. Typically, a lot of the Best Buy stores have been updating right before stores open and right before stores close. So those are the best times to go and check throughout these early morning hours. So basically for that one, you guys either just get the SKU of the item or check websites or just call the stores, whatever is the easiest for you guys. Some people, if they just assume the stores will have stock, have been camping on out. And then as you guys go and do that, the stock typically will go and show up. So say you guys can see up on this website, you guys can see the PlayStation 5 bundle itself, and then you have a chance to go and see it. Now, it kind of depends on the stores. We saw another one as I just scroll out over there. But when it comes to all the stock with it, we've been seeing a lot of stores getting stock. We've been seeing a lot of hookup as well for Best Buys. So it's worth checking in the morning, checking with your apps, checking with your stock, and kind of going with it because we've been seeing some pretty good news with it. Now, we've been seeing a little bit of everything because we saw a pretty big walk inside from more of the staple bigger stores. We've been seeing stock around I don't know. We've kind of seen like 5 to 15, depending on the store location. And once again, this is a little bit more into the drop itself. This is like a few weeks, like about like a week into it. So stock might be kind of slowing down throughout the next few days. So think maybe throughout like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it might calm down a little bit more unless they get more stock available and more availability with it. But like I said, we have been seeing a lot of the stuff for Best Buy. It's been going golden, going very nice, and we like seeing all the stock as well. So pretty big thumbs up, at least in my mind. So keep on checking your stores, checking your stock, checking the morning, checking that night, checking the app, using the SKUs, and hopefully you guys can go get the good clutch stock as well going on, which is just nice. Like, I do like seeing Best Buy being pretty proactive. We've also had a lot of employees confirm stock too as well as we've been going through it too, so it's just all around big thumbs up. Keep checking Best Buy. We also haven't seen Best Buy do an online drop in at least a little while. They've been looking pretty good. But as well, on top of that, too, we also have been kind of on the lookout for, I don't know, like, it's not really been too much. It's been mostly in stores, online, either for Total Tech, which we haven't really seen too much Total Tech stuff in probably forever. And as well, we also just haven't seen a lot of, like, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday normal drops. So we'll see, but with a lot of places also having these walk-ins going on, I do kind of think they probably allocate a lot more of their Best Buy stock for that, rather than online, but online is overdue. Now, for other little various things, GameStop. Now, you guys probably heard a lot throughout the weekend, but GameStop did go do a confirmed drop going on. GameStop stores should and probably will throughout the next few days keep on having PlayStation 5 stock. We'll probably be seeing a pretty large influx of them having stock still. We were seeing some stores up to like 5 to 15, kind of the same boat as Best Buy. And some people even reporting on Sunday that like there was only like 6 stock still. Like, I don't want to say only because that's a pretty good amount of stock. So if you guys want to call your GameStop stores today, by the time this video is uploaded, is usually around the stores when they start opening. This video is all usually up around like 11 o'clock or so. So be on the lookout for that. Call your stores. I'm sure a lot of stores will have leftover stock. You may have to do a little bit of effort though and keep on calling up a few of the various locations. Like say you got like 5 around you in a various area. You'd probably want to go and call up all 5 of them, see how their stock is, see what they have available. There was 3 different bundles too as well. Horizon bundles, so that kind of bumps up that stock a lot. Normal disc editions, and then the digitals. So the digitals are probably gone. Everyone likes the digitals. They're cheaper. They resell better even, so the scalper homies are always going for those. And then, yeah, so it's kind of what can you go and do. But I'm sure the other ones are still available if you guys want to call and ask around. That'll probably be ongoing throughout the next few days or so. I'd probably say today's probably a good day to do it, though. If you guys are like, whatever, you check Best Buy, check Target, check Amazon, all that stuff. There's nothing over there. Maybe say, sure, and finally go commit if you guys want to for GameStop. I know some of you guys don't love the bundles, but it kind of depends on the vibe. Totally get it. I'm going to look out for that. So GameStop should be looking good throughout the rest of this week. Target. Now, we covered this pretty decently throughout the past few days, and also even earlier on today. Targets have been having a lot of stock. Some good stock available, good stock movements going on with them. So at the end of the day, we like seeing them. Target has been getting, like, I think we're kind of going to probably flip-flop. We talked about this in the day-to-day video. I think Target will probably have a lot more stock throughout this week, and Best Buy might taper off, mainly because Target's pretty quiet these past, like, little bits and pieces of time. So as we're watching stock and be on the lookout for stock, just be on the lookout. Keep on trying to get stuff and go from there. But basically Target in the early morning and right before store closes. We've also been seeing reports of like 5 a.m., 5 p.m., like all over the place for Target. But we have also been seeing Target getting all of the consoles. So normal PS5s, PS5 Digitals, Xboxes as well. A little bit, I think, as of now. And like we mentioned in the day-to-day video, if you see more rumors or leaks, we'll give you guys more details and stuff with it. But Target will probably be popping up a little bit more. We saw a little bit in like Chicago, saw a little bit in the East Coast. So we'll kind of see if nationwide it keeps on spreading on out. So Target should be looking pretty good throughout this week. GameStop should be going pretty good. Best Buy should be going pretty good. Now, when it comes to Amazon, as I'm sure you guys have probably seen a lot, and we do have the links down below, Amazon has been doing invitations for the brand new consoles. So at least at the time of me recording this video, we still have not seen any of the new invites yet for the new Horizon bundles. So make sure you guys are signed up for those and using the normal links for those up on Amazon itself. Amazon is overdue for, I think, another email wave. The last email wave, I think, for normal disc editions was like 5-6 days ago. They still have not done any Horizons. So I'm pretty much probably confirming that this week we'll probably see some pretty good invites from Amazon, mainly because if they still have never done that Horizon ones, that means they just never sold any. So why have the listing? Why pay like an employee to go through it all, et cetera, if there's just nothing there. So we'll probably be expecting, like, anticipating a pretty highly, I would say, throughout this week, at least in my opinion, and same with all the discs. So make sure you guys are getting your signups for those, and we'll give you guys updates throughout the week if we see more, just so we can, like, alert you guys and ping you guys if stock's flowing around. Now for Walmart. Walmart actually probably might have a pretty high chance for them doing a restock this week. We'll be watching. Usually they do like the Thursday restocks for Walmart Plus. Now, the only reason why they may not do a restock is I think a lot of stock should be arriving as of this week. So I think that we've been hearing that a lot from folks. When it comes to stock and stock movement with them, the PlayStation 5s were delayed. The normal Horizon bundles have been shipped on out. Pretty good for everyone. The normal consoles were delayed. But we did hear a lot throughout the past 4 or 5 days that they have now had a chance to deliver almost all of them, and a lot of those consoles are looking juicy. So if they do have a chance to pretty much fulfill up like all the leftover orders, then they will do a probably drop this week. I can maybe see them using like this week as like the buffer period to send out all the overdue stock, and then have a chance then to go and send out and like maybe update the website and maybe have it for next week. Last time we had a drop, it was like a 2-week window. Like it was kind of like quite a few days waiting for the drop itself. So Walmart overall, I would say like a 50-50 this week. We'll definitely be seeing stuff at all the other locations. Walmart itself, if they come in clutch and they come in like deliveries, we'll maybe see a Thursday drop. But like I said, I would not be that surprised to see a next week restock if we could. As well, that'll probably be for Xbox 2 on top of that. And also, quick little Xbox thing. We have been seeing Xbox is still up in stores. Not as active for Best Buy, so we maybe see an online drop for Best Buy online. Targets, we've been seeing them a little bit more on the sporadic side too, but Xboxes have been pretty quiet on most of these other locations. So it is a little bit on the overdue side. And I do think the third-party prices have been actually bumping up a little bit more too as well. Funny enough, so keep that in mind. So I think that's pretty much about it for all the big boy retailers, unless I missed one, but we hit them all up. So we'll probably be seeing a lot of good walk-ins, a lot of leftover stock. And we'll have a chance to see if there's maybe even online drops too. GameStop might even do some leftover drops on Tuesday. We have sometimes seen them do tweets for that. And like I said, we're still waiting for more PS Directs. We also have still been seeing a lot of Microsoft Directs too as well for their Xboxes, where they have no bundle requirements and other things too as well tied on in. So all around looking pretty good. Now into the mid-tier and walk-ins. Mid-tier stuff, if we miss anything throughout the video, don't mind that, from the rendering, upload, and all that. And online. And online did do quite a few drops last week. They might come in clutch and might do some more throughout this week if they can get some stock. But Online has done like 3 different drops throughout these past like 2 weeks. So I do think the likelihood is kind of lower. Mainly because, like I said, we're just like watching the stock, we're waiting for stock. And sometimes when they do a lot of them, they kind of have to have a little bit of like a buffer. So we'll maybe be expecting like an Xbox bundle if they could work it on in. If they somehow like got Sony's hug of graciness, or whatever you guys want to call it, then they might have a chance to do a drop throughout this week. Costco has not done a PlayStation 5 in quite some time. They did do Xboxes not that long ago last week. So PlayStations will be watching for Costco throughout this early morning, throughout the next few, like probably 5 days or so. I would say there's nothing else on there. It just is very on the overdue side. Sam's Club did do a restock last week, and they usually do go a few weeks without them. I'm probably going to assume that we won't be seeing too much from Sam's Club, but there's always that chance if they want to work in their overpriced bundles or Horizon bundles or Xboxes. Xbox is super overdue. Gamefly still has not done almost any restock in quite a while for them, so especially watching for Horizon bundles, and especially watch for a lot of these mid-tier or walk-in locations, because a lot of these places have not gotten Horizon bundles yet, and a lot of the big boys have, so usually the stock will trickle down to like the mid-tier or walk-ins too, so keep that in mind. Now as well, we also have not seen Fred Meyer's, Kroger's, or Smith's do an online drop in quite some time, especially with the new Horizon bundle, so we'll maybe be anticipating up one. They're just overdue. We don't know when exactly when, there, or how. We'll probably be watching them throughout this week a little bit more, especially, and a little bit more closely, just due to all their stock and potential stock availabilities. So, good thumbs up with that. Now as well, BJ's did do a drop around like 2 weeks or so. They have a small middle chance for being available online. We have been seeing a little bit of sporadic rumors for them on in stores. When it comes to other locations too, when it comes to the Fred Meyer's, Kroger's, and all of that, we have been seeing like little trickles of them in store. Nothing super crazy or super big. It's like middle. So I'd probably say it's still probably worth checking. We have seen a few reports of them if you guys want to check the stores. Like I said, the Horizon bundles do have a pretty higher chance and higher likelihood of them having stock, mainly throughout this week, because if all the other retailers get it, this probably bumps up them. That's why I'm also saying online too as well. Myers has kind of been pretty quiet. I kind of wish we could see more for them because they've kind of been more big Midwest clutch. I haven't really been seeing a lot of folks getting their stock with it as of yet. Kind of hoping for us to win for it, but we're kind of going for the motions with them. They don't usually do too much online, but in stores they do, and I'm still waiting for their Horizon bundles. Beaches, as we quickly mentioned too, we have been seeing a little bit more of them in stores, kind of sporadically, nothing kind of big or confirmed going on, but at least we've been seeing a lot of good action for the big boy retailers, so that's probably, I think most people would probably prefer that over the mid-tier, but sometimes the mid-tier came in clutch, so nothing wrong with that. When it comes to PC Richards and Endorma, PC Richards hasn't done any stock in quite some time, or walk-ins in quite some time, so definitely keep that still in the books, in record books. Endorma, I think, did do an Xbox drop throughout this past week. PlayStation 5s are still overdue for them, and once again, a lot of these places might be overdue for Horizon bundles. When it comes to BH Photos and the Belks and all those too as well, Verizons and Kohl's, still on the overdue side, but nothing super crazy. Same with the Dells and all those too as well. Now, we also haven't seen too many more updates for HEBs. We also are very, very overdue for military, and I probably wouldn't be that surprised seeing a military Horizon bundle shaped in there in some way, shape, and form for them getting some stock. As well, first same for walk-ins too, for military depots and stuff like that. Pretty much on the overdue side. When it comes to staples, we still have not seen more updates for walk-ins. We did hear of rumors around like 3 weeks ago or so, give or take, but everything else has been a little bit more on the chiller, a little bit more on the relaxing side, which is not the best. But I do think that's pretty much a lot of the big major focuses we'll be watching for throughout this week. As we mentioned, a lot of these big retailers too as well are kind of sporadic. Just a sign too. It kind of does make you have to put a little bit of extra effort, and I have been trying my best to kind of do a little bit of a format where, let's say we see a lot of stuff or a lot of leaks. I try my best to keep you guys in the loop the best I can, or good examples, like sometimes I'll just do really quick Amazon videos throughout the week, or even PS Direct videos too, mainly because I just want you guys to get your consoles ASAP. So I know a lot of you guys have to maybe do a little bit of extra effort, whether it comes like the app glitch or checking your local stores, or like becoming friends with the local employees. I know it's usually a little bit of like a hassle. I know it's a lot extra work, but I've been trying my best to still kind of allocating kind of change as the kind of restock grind has still been kind of going. Also, don't forget, we'll probably be seeing a lot of stuff too as well when it comes to God of War and a few other various games too as well. Tied on in throughout this week. I'm sure I'll have a lot of announcements, a lot of things. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for all that stuff. But like I said, I do think this will be a good week, especially with all the PS Directs I'm going recently, especially with the Best Buys having stores in stock, especially with the Target locations, especially with the Amazons. Like a lot of locations too, like those mid-tier places we usually cover, like the walk-ins and onlines and stuff. They're just overdue. Like a lot of those places haven't gotten those Horizon bundles, so I do think this week or next week will be very, very nice to see, especially because we've just been seeing a lot more of them. So I do hope a lot of you guys, in the next few weeks, will hopefully get your console sooner rather than later. I know a lot of you guys have been getting them on the ratio recently, so it's all around cool stuff with that. Just want to say I do appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway on the channel itself. Amazon signups as a reminder down below. We got the Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below. We have the Weebles and Coinbases and all that good stuff, Target links, etc. And if you guys do get any information throughout the week, leave a comment. And as well, if any of you guys are, like, I'm kind of curious too, we've kind of been a little bit more on the chiller side for the UK, so I also wouldn't be that surprised seeing maybe some big UK stuff too, or other locations like Canada, Australia, like India and stuff like that, because they have been a little bit more on the quieter these past few weeks, so, or even like Japan, funny enough. So letting you guys know in case there is any good stock or any good movement or anything else tied in with it, we probably will be seeing a little bit more. We'll be seeing a lot of news, and hopefully this will be a very good week. So hopefully good news with games and everything else. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Have a good rest of your days, nights, evenings, and all that good stuff when you guys see this video, and make sure you guys are on the lookout for all your consoles. Love you guys.